Good evening and welcome, friends. Filling in for Arnab Goswami this Wednesday. Years ago, growing up as an adolescent, I remember reading a book by American inspirational author Swet Marden. The book was about achieving success in life and applied common sense principles and virtues that make for a well-rounded, successful life. The bedrock of the principles was positive thinking. As in an individual's, so in a nation's life. Positive thinking acts as the lifeblood of progress. There's one person who is in dire need of that book perhaps. Rahul Gandhi suffers from a serious psychological handicap. His thoughts on India, his country, and yours and mine are full of depressive self-doubt. The negative thoughts come out with particular ferocity when he's traveling abroad, like his ongoing visit to the United States. From suggesting that Bangladesh has beaten us flat on textiles, to truck drivers in the USA getting better respect than back home, to China leaving us nowhere on manufacturing, to the West. Imagine, the West doing better than us on democracy. Rahul has had a catharsis of negativity. Two developments have taken place in the last 24 hours. One, Rahul Gandhi has met Ilhan Omar, that very rabidly anti-India US Congresswoman on the left fringe of DC establishment in the United States. I have it from sources that in the meeting, Rahul did not raise a whimper on Omar's anti-India positions. Two, banned terror outfit seeks for justice, led by designated terrorist Gurpatwant Singh Pannu, has welcomed Rahul Gandhi's comments on Sikhs and freedom of religion in India that he made yesterday. As Arnab mentioned last evening, ideally we should be dismissing these comments and statements as incoherent rambling thoughts of a leader still learning the ropes. But this is the first time Mr. Rahul Gandhi has travelled abroad as the leader of opposition of India. He represents India in an official capacity. It's like an Olympian carrying India flag and then in the track and field refusing to wear India jersey. There was a time not in the distant past when a Prime Minister of the Congress party would send a BJP leader of opposition, P.V. Narasimha Rao and Atal Bihari Vajpayee respectively, to speak for India at the United Nations. One shudders to think if Prime Minister Modi decides to send Rahul Gandhi, what would happen of India's image in the Committee of Nations. Over the next 50 minutes, let's unspool the intent behind this anti-India narrative building to serve narrow political objectives. Let's look at the developments of the last 24 hours and then I'll come back with a panel of guests.
On your screens is the image of Leader of Opposition Rahul Gandhi with US Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. Here's why it is problematic. Ilhan Omar has not let go of any opportunity that involves questioning and maligning India. From seeking investigation into what Canada and US term India's role in Nijjar's assassination, peddling the same old minorities targeted narrative, demanding US intervention in Kashmir, to speaking against Prime Minister Modi and brazenly interfering with her statements on India's internal affairs. Omar has also given statements defending terrorist group Hamas. The same man who cries, "Save the Constitution," is now engaging in dialogue with anti-India elements.
That he will go meet people who are inimical to India. He will go and say things that are not in the interest of India. This is what Rahul Gandhi's playbook is. He has a single point agenda, which is to use his pathological lies, prey on people's vulnerabilities, prey on fault lines that already exist, and try and make those fault lines in our community wider. This is his politics. His politics is about aligning with the interests of every one of those people whose interests are contradicting India's interests.
Rahul's visit to the United States is marred with several controversial statements, right from attempting to incite Sikhs against the nation and calling for removal of reservation while calling India unfair all in one breath.
The fight is about whether he, as a Sikh, is going to be allowed to wear his turban in India. Or he, as a Sikh, is going to be allowed to wear a kada in India. Or he, as a Sikh, is going to be able to go to Gurdwara. That's what the fight is about.
The large mass of people understand this, and they look at India and they say, okay, where is our participation? And the idea of the caste census is simple. We've not taken any policy position. We're just saying, look, we want to understand, we want a snapshot to understand where we at.
ये देश मिलकर बना है. इसको इंडिया इज कॉल्ड यूनियन ऑफ स्टेट्स. वो कहते नहीं, यूनियन नहीं है, ये सब अलग अलग हैं. और इन सब में से एक सबसे जरूरी है, एक सोच सबसे जरूरी है, उसका हेडक्वार्टर नागपुर में है.
Not only that, with his allegedly covert ties with the Chinese Communist Party, Rahul Gandhi went on to question the Indian economy, pitting it against China. When will Rahul Gandhi stop defaming India on the global stage? When will the Congress finally put an end to its anti-India tirade? Is Rahul subtly seeking foreign intervention in the internal affairs of India?
All right, joining me in this conversation, Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP. She's live from Delhi. We also have Professor Madhav Nalapat. He's vice chairman, Manipal Advanced Research Group. He's joining us live from Manipal. In a bit, we would be joined by Shyam Prasad Meka. He would be giving us the views of the Congress party and hopefully do a good defense of Rahul Gandhi. We have Vivek Srivastav, political analyst, leans towards the left. He's live from Delhi. And we also have Akash Depuni, political analyst, generally leans towards the Aam Aadmi Party, essentially the opposition space. And he's also joining us live from Delhi. By the time Mr. Shyam Prasad Meka joins, I want to begin with Utsav Chakrabarti. He is a geopolitical analyst, and in fact, he's joining us live from Washington, D.C., where all these events of Rahul Gandhi have happened over the last 24 hours. In fact, Rahul has been in the United States for the last 4 days. And the reason why I want to begin with you, Utsav, is because you are closer to the ground, and we would want to understand who facilitates these meetings of Rahul Gandhi. In one of the pictures I have seen, apart from meeting Ilhan Omar, he has also met a Bangladeshi journalist, Mushfiq, if I am getting the name right, who's known to be asking week after week clear anti-India questions. He's a Bangladeshi journalist and seems to be always ready with an anti-India question when it comes to those State Department briefings. Utsav, if you can enlighten us, who facilitates these meetings of Rahul Gandhi? Which group in Washington, D.C. acts as the link for having Rahul Gandhi at these meetings?
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. One thing that I want your viewers to know, and that is very concerning, is the gentleman Mushfiq Al-Fazal Ansari. He is a Bangladeshi national, and I think we have discussed him previously in this show because of his constant ranting against India in the US State Department. He is a Jamaat-e-Islami activist who was a member of the press corps under Khalida Zia's government, and then he was, the courts in Bangladesh put up cases against him for being a radical, and then he has been operating from Washington, D.C. He's also an advisor to the new government in Bangladesh and has been constantly promoting the Jamaat-e-Islami's narrative on Bangladesh. What is worrisome here is that Rahul Gandhi has not only got a good communication with him, but he has been instrumental in arranging and organizing meetings with Rahul Gandhi with some of the other leaders, in conjunction with other members of organizations that are connected to Council for American Islamic Relations. This is worrisome because Mushfiq is known in Washington, D.C. circles as being one of the people who was instrumental in bringing about the regime change coup in Bangladesh just a couple of weeks ago, actually a month ago.
Meka.
So to see Rahul Gandhi being that close to Mushfiq, and this is not the first time, I would have been less concerned if this was just a coincidence.
Right.
And if this would have had a chance. Mushfiq was also instrumental in doing the same set of meetings that Rahul had this time, even last year. And that's why I think we should all be concerned.
Utsav,
Yes.
is Mushfiq that powerful, or is there a group behind him?
So the groups that are operating behind Mushfiq are primarily Islamist groups in America with strong links to Jamaat-e-Islami.
Okay.
Jamaat-e-Islami is a pan-Islamist organization, and it was one of the key organizations that was operating and lobbying in America for regime change in Bangladesh. Now, Mushfiq playing the same role on behalf of...
Vivek
Rahul Gandhi.
Srivastava, no interruption.
Sir, let me finish. You never allow me to finish because you know that what I am saying, people will think about what...
No, cannot be allowed. Vivek Srivastava, hold your breath. Your time would come. Let Utsav complete. I'll come to you. No, I'm not allowing that. Vivek Srivastava, no, I'm not allowing that. Oh, let Utsav complete. I'll come to you. Okay, Utsav, go ahead. Complete.
So this is the second time that Mushfiq has played this role in Washington, D.C. And it is quite well known to me that both Rahul and Sam Petroda are fully aware of what Mushfiq's antecedents are. And despite that, he has been included and he has been a key player in Rahul's meetings here. So that is something that we should all be concerned about. That is something that Rahul Gandhi himself should be concerned about. But we don't see that.
I wish Mr. Shyam Prasad Meka joins us soon, but till the time that happens, Sanju, I'll come to you. You know, Vivek Srivastava, since you were butting in, it is very clear that there are certain Islamist groups that facilitate Rahul Gandhi's meetings in Washington, D.C. Now, in principle, I have no objection. Let me complete. In principle, there is no objection, and there should be no objection to Rahul Gandhi meeting political leaders. But my objection is, knowing what Ilhan Omar does when it comes to India, Vivek Srivastava, and I'm going into a bit of a detail there, for the benefit of viewers, you might know, but the viewers have to understand what is this Ilhan Omar animal, you know, what is she, why we are so concerned about her meeting India's leader of opposition. Ilhan Omar brought a resolution in the US Congress on June 22, 2022 to condemn human rights violations in India and requested that the US government declare India a country of particular concern under whatever US laws. Ilhan Omar visited Pakistan. Not only that, she visited Pak-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. This trip was paid for by the Pakistani government. The Ministry of External Affairs had to issue a statement condemning it. Ilhan Omar has accused Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he is India's Prime Minister, not BJP's Prime Minister, Vivek, of criminalizing the act of being a Muslim in India. Ilhan Omar has opposed India's specific waiver under CAATSA. Remember, Rahul Gandhi should have said that I'll meet politicians, leaders, congressmen, senators. I will not meet Ilhan Omar just for this one thing. You know what was CAATSA waiver? CAATSA waiver was for allowing India to purchase S-400 missile defense system from Russia. Vivek Srivastava, can you imagine how rabidly anti-India Ilhan Omar is? Now that the viewers understand why we are discussing Ilhan Omar, do you in any manner support Rahul Gandhi meeting Ilhan Omar? Vivek Srivastava.
Absolutely.
You support Rahul Gandhi meeting Ilhan Omar because she is anti-India and you are okay Rahul Gandhi meeting anti-India people and not even in any manner protesting?
No, now listen to me first. He is our leader of opposition. Are we trying to say that we should not trust him? We should not trust his intention? Are we trying to say that he wants to destroy India? Are we trying to say that he's trying to conspire against our nation? No. I mean, he has gone over there. Number one, firstly, he doesn't need some slimy journalist from Bangladesh to fix his meetings. 60 years, 56 years, Congress has ruled over there. There is Sam Petroda. There is Overseas Congress. There are so many people They discuss whom to meet, whom not to meet, and then they decide the agenda.
And are you
It was
suggesting
necessary
that
to
all
meet
these
people who are
wise men
anti-India.
and women don't know the role of Ilhan Omar and her anti-India
Absolutely.
positions?
Yes. It is very necessary to meet those people who are against our nation, against us, against the ethos of our constitution, who conspire against us. It is necessary. It is necessary to explain the stand of our nation, where we stand, what is good about us, what a great nation Bharat is, and the leader of opposition is doing it in a great way. If you feel, if the Prime Minister went and had biryani with Nawaz Sharif, it was okay. If he was trying to do a maneuver, a
Okay.
diplomatic move, the relations between the two countries became better, we support it. It's okay. Yes. I mean, if you talk about the rules and the regulations and what,
Okay,
what the
fair enough.
system is there. But then, yes,
Abhishek.
Rahul is right. He must meet people. He must meet everyone. He must tell them. He is a very good persona. And
Okay,
people,
now,
after meeting,
fair enough.
change.
Now, okay, I gave you the opening, Vivek, from the opposition space because Mr. Shyam Prasad Meka was not connected. Sanju, just bear with me because Mr. Meka is connected now. Let the Congress person here, get a chance to defend Rahul Gandhi, then I come to you. Mr. Meka, you heard the introduction of Ilhan Omar and you heard Vivek Srivastav's defense of Rahul Gandhi, but my question still remains. Vivek says that Rahul Gandhi should be allowed to tell the leaders in the US and other countries how great a nation India is, Bharat is. But Rahul Gandhi is doing exactly reverse. I am told from authoritative sources that in this meeting, one did not object to Ilhan Omar's presence, Mr. Meka, did not tell her on her face that she is anti-India, and did not educate her on the fact that Pak-occupied Jammu and Kashmir is India's territory, and she was in contravention of India's territorial integrity and sovereignty by visiting Pak-occupied Jammu and Kashmir as a US Congresswoman. Rahul Gandhi did nothing of that sort. To the contrary, he told these leaders, all of them Democrats, that democracy is in danger in India, that they should be helping the Congress party or Rahul Gandhi, if maybe in not so many words, but suggesting that. Mr. Meka, that shows an absolute state of mind which has no self-confidence, Mr. Meka. How would Mr. Rahul Gandhi, as leader of opposition of India, present a picture of India, that is Bharat, as a great nation?
See, Abhishek, first you started in your introduction itself. You said Vivek defended Rahul Gandhi and I need to defend Rahul Gandhi. First point is we don't need to defend Rahul Gandhi. What he did is absolutely fine. We don't agree with Ilhan Omar's stance on various issues. She took stands that are inimical to the interests of India. That doesn't mean just meeting her is anti-India. She's part of a delegation of US Congress men and women who came and met. And we are a confident party and Rahul Gandhi is a confident leader. He doesn't hesitate to meet people and that's fine, absolutely fine. Just meeting or having her in a photograph doesn't mean we agree with her. Or do you have the transcript of their discussion?
Little weak defense, Mr. Meka. Little weak defense.
Whatever comes to your mind.
Little weak defense. Sanju, you think that Rahul Gandhi should be allowed to meet leaders? As I said, in principle, I have no problem with that. But I have problem with Rahul Gandhi not telling Ilhan Omar on her face that she is anti-India.
Do you have the transcript?
Okay. May I come in, Abhishek?
Yes, Sanju.
Thank you. And I have joined live from Mumbai, not Delhi. But be that as it may, I have a couple of points to make. And the most important one is this. Rahul Gandhi, while the freedom of speech given to him under the Indian Constitution, has every right to criticize, the BJP, the RSS. He can, criticize policies of the incumbent government. But when Rahul Gandhi says democracy is under attack in India, he's actually questioning the democratic ethos of India, and that is certainly anti-national. When Rahul Gandhi in March 2023 at Cambridge says, I don't know why the US and the European Union are quiet when a large chunk of democracy is coming undone in India, that is certainly an anti-national stance on foreign shores. This is the same Rahul Gandhi who at an event at Brown University in 2018 said, so what if Narendra Modi is winning elections? Even Saddam Hussein and Gaddafi used to win elections, repeatedly, thereby again questioning the popular mandate given to Prime Minister Modi. And this is the same Rahul Gandhi who in 2022 had the audacity at again an event in London to say that today China is doing in Ladakh what Russia is doing to Ukraine, thereby again meddling in foreign affairs about which he has zero clue. So my simple suggestion to Rahul Gandhi is, there is a thin line between expressing your free speech and taking a stand which questions India's election process, questions India's democratic credentials, questions India's election commission, questions India's institutions, because this is the same Rahul Gandhi who at an event in Europe in 2020 also said that the CBI and the ED are chewing up our institutions. This is the exact phrase. I mean, I would expect somebody of Rahul Gandhi's stature, now that he's leader of opposition, to show a modicum of dignity, maturity. He's not a juvenile, he's not an infantile who can just brazenly say what he wants to and then say, "Arey BJP और RSS वालों को तो जो मैं कहता हूँ समझ ही नहीं आता. These guys are hell bent on twisting what I have to say." No, Rahul Gandhi, nobody's interested in twisting what you say, but you have repeatedly shown India in poor light in your bid to escalate your hatred for Narendra Modi. You've chosen the path whereby you've repeatedly questioned our institutions. And you've gone to the extent of saying India's federal structure is under threat. And you've called India a union of states. It's like me saying Rahul Gandhi is a union of arms, legs, eyes, ears without grey cells and a thinking brain, which I don't think makes sense, but that is who Rahul Gandhi is. I always say that a sociopath is a person who lies repeatedly, lies without any remorse or regret, and lies for no rhyme or reason. And Rahul Gandhi fits the textbook definition of a sociopath to the T.
I think you need to apologize.
Abhishek, you need to stop this.
Sanju, you are getting strong rebuttals. You have called Rahul Gandhi a sociopath. Shyam Prasad Meka and Vivek Srivastava strongly disagree with you. Shyam Prasad Meka, quickly.
The point is, as an anchor, you should have stepped in.
You can call Modi Hitler. If you can say democracy in India is under attack, I have every right to call Rahul Gandhi a sociopath, because Rahul Gandhi has no business saying we have given 2,000 square kilometers to China, when Rajnath Singh is on record saying not an inch of territory has been ceded to the Chinese. When Jaishankar, our foreign affairs minister, has said not an inch of land has been handed over to the Chinese. You go and you start singing praises about the Chinese for reasons best known to you. Maybe it is because of the MOU that you and your mother Sonia Gandhi signed way back in 2008.
Sanju,
but that's not my cause of concern. You start singing praises.
My question is,
China has no unemployment, whereas China has a youth unemployment rate of 21.3%.
No, Sanju.
China is barely growing at 4.5%. Whereas India is growing at 8% in the last 3 years. You undermine India's economy. You undermine our credentials. You start clapping for China as if you're a Chinese stooge.
Okay, let's nuance it a bit. Since you have brought in the China angle. Okay, since you have brought in the China angle, let me take this to Madhav Nalapat. Akashdeep, just bear with me. I'll come to you. Professor Madhav Nalapat, Rahul Gandhi, not the first time that he has mentioned about India's standoff with China in Ladakh and the fact that there is a certain amount of Indian territory on which Chinese soldiers are present. But remember, of the last 4 instances of Chinese coming in, 3 have happened before 2014, right? Professor Nalapat? And for Rahul Gandhi to become oblivious of the fact or be economical with truth, both of the recent past and the long past, when the entire Ladakh, Aksai Chin part of Ladakh was lost, when Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was the Prime Minister. I think Rahul Gandhi seems to be addressing an audience whom he believes are absolutely unaware of history and historical facts.
Well, please allow me to say that I certainly don't believe the Congress Party as an organization is anti-India. I have several friends in the Congress Party, and many of them are very good people. So I would not say that I regard Congress as anti-India. But I do wish that Rahul would understand that being leader of the opposition is not the same thing as being leader of opposing everything that's going on in India. I mean, a remark that, for example, Sikhs are not allowed to wear turbans. Now, I don't call this K group, the so-called, K group. I'm not going to dignify it with any other name. Sikhs. Sikhs are a very noble community. And the K group, of which, by the way, the Congress Party's leaders have also suffered very badly in the past. May I remind them? I mean, the K group has nothing to do with the glorious Sikh community.
Yeah.
But they're not allowed to wear turbans? For heaven's sake, what are we saying? That minorities are being finished off in India? We have nearly 250 million minorities.
Yeah,
How
and
many
growing.
minorities are left in Pakistan? How many minorities are left in Bangladesh? How many? Please tell me. We have 250 million. I
Yeah.
mean, how can you say that minorities are being...
Not only that, Professor
Nalapad... Please, one more thing.
Yeah.
About Gurdwaras. Look, for heaven's sake, you let him... He's gone to London multiple times. He's gone to the US multiple times. I don't know if he's been to Canada. He's certainly gone to the UK. In all these places, you have Gurdwaras controlled by the K people, and they don't allow anybody to come in who is not openly anti-India and who is not supporting the K movement.
Yeah.
Please understand, I don't call the Khalistan movement, I call it the K movement. So let me honestly tell you, I'm a well-wisher of both branches of the Nehru family, whether it's Rajiv and Priyanka or Varun. But as a well-wisher, I'm deeply disappointed in Rahul. He's saying things which are absurd. And frankly, I do wish he would go in for some kind of correction, because leader of the opposition of India, the world's most populous democracy. And why is it a democracy?
Yeah.
What happened in the last election? The Congress Party doubled its tally. The BJP lost so many votes. I mean, some of us were warning privately that the effort of certain very powerful lobbies is to keep the total NDA
You are
score.
absolutely right. Professor Nalapad, in fact, just today,
240.
just today,
got 240. So they almost reached the 220 level.
Yeah.
And Narendra Modi would not have been the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
It was their intention. So I just want to say, I am quite disappointed as a well-wisher of this family, as someone who has many good friends in the Congress Party. I am deeply disappointed in what Rahul has been saying and whom Rahul has been meeting. I am deeply disappointed, and
Yeah.
I do hope he
Yeah.
will remember he is the great-grandson of Nehru, grandson of Indira Gandhi,
Yeah.
son of Rahul Gandhi. Please remember who you are. And
Professor
then
Nalapad,
remember who
the sentiments-
you're associating with, 'cause
the
these are
sentiments
very
that you have
people
expressed
who did so much
might be
harm.
there in the minds of hundreds and thousands and millions of countrymen and women today, that it's very disappointing and it's disheartening that India's leader of opposition takes the kind of position that he has. In the name of freedom of expression, you are allowed to say a lot of things, but you can't be persistently, consistently creating a picture which makes people outside. And remember, you can criticize the BJP, you can criticize the Prime Minister when you are speaking to maybe the diaspora. I would allow even that, perhaps, in my mind. I would say it's fine. But to be talking to the establishment in DC and to be telling them that India is in a bad shape, that democracy is compromised, and look at it ironically, Madhav Nalapad, that this on a day when Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge, while campaigning in Kashmir, is saying we reduced them to 240. This is the beauty of the campaign of Rahul Gandhi. And he said that it is the BJP which should be scared. And look at what Rahul Gandhi is doing in United States, Akashdeep Muni. This double standard, this absolute chicanery.
Comment to make. I agree with you.
Now, Mr. Nalapad, please, let me come in.
Let Akashdeep Muni come in. Professor Nalapad, I'll come to you on another point.
He is not the opposing India. He's supposed to
Mr.
oppose
Nalapattu,
the
wait a minute.
NPA.
Okay, Akashdeep Muni, this is dissing India at a different level.
Have been used by him.
Talking to the DC establishment and telling that things are not good in India is dissing India to the next to a different level. Akashdeep
Now,
Muni.
Abhishek, let me come in. Now,
Okay,
let me come
please.
in. Now, as we are talking about disappointment, do you know what was disappointment? The disappointment happened when turban wearing 700 farmers died due to the farm laws by Bharatiya Janata Party, which they have to later take back. Disappointment was when turban wearing farmers were stopped through steel nails and was not allowed to go to Delhi. Disappointment was when Bharatiya Janata Party MP calls turban wearing farmers terrorists, murderers, rapists, anti-nationals and Khalistan. And after that, she gets a ticket from Bharatiya Janata Party and she wins. You know, and we are talking about Ilhan Omar. So she is an elected representative of America with whom Rahul Gandhi met in a delegation. He did not meet in a secret meeting like the Honorable Prime Minister met Nawaz Sharif in a secret meeting.
There was no secret meeting. There was no secret meeting. Prime Minister did not meet secretly.
Abhishek, if you are afraid of my facts,
I am fact checking you, Akashdeep Muni. There was no secret meeting between Prime Minister and the Prime Minister of that time, Nawaz Sharif. It was on cameras. That's how you know about it.
Wait a minute. It was not Congress Party who gave a ticket to Saifullah Farooq, who was a known terrorist. It was not Congress, but Bharatiya Janata Party who allowed Talib Hussain Shah, elite commander, to be Jammu district president. It was not Congress, but Bharatiya Janata Party who allowed Tariq Ahmad Mir, Hizbul commander, who gave...
Akashdeep, you have completely digressed. You are failing to differentiate between internal politics and how to represent India when abroad. Akashdeep Muni, if anything, you are buttressing the claims of the BJP perhaps that we are a strong democracy. I would let... Okay, Akashdeep, you have made some charges. Sanju Verma gets to rebut. Sanju Verma, quickly, because I have to... Sanju Verma, quickly, I don't want to digress from the topic. Quick rebuttal, because he has made some allegations against you on terror. And then I go back to Rahul Gandhi's convention in the United States. Sanju Verma, quickly, 30 seconds.
You know, Abhishek, let's get this very clear. The fact of the matter is that Rahul Gandhi's father, Rajiv Gandhi, actually said जब एक बड़ा पेड़ गिरता है तब धरती थोड़ी हिल जाती है. What's the big deal if 3,000 Sikhs were butchered in broad daylight in the 1984 anti-Sikh genocide? And look at Narendra Modi. In 2021, from the ramparts of the Red Fort, Prime Minister Narendra Modi celebrated the 400th birth anniversary of Guru Tegh Bahadur. It is thanks to Narendra Modi that a SIT was formed in October 2014, due to which the biggest perpetrator of the Sikh genocide of 1984, Mr. Sajjan Kumar, a congressman, is today in Tihar jail. Had it not been for Narendra Modi, Sajjan Kumar would still be roaming free. For the longest time, the likes of Jagdish Titler, one of the other key perpetrators of the Sikh genocide, have been mollycoddled by Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi and the Congress establishment. And it is thanks to Prime Minister Modi that an interfaith university is coming up in Amritsar. It is thanks to Prime Minister Modi that we celebrate 12th December as Martyrdom Day in honor of the Chote Sahibzades, the younger sons of Guru Gobind Singh.
Yeah.
And it is thanks to Prime Minister Modi that the Gurbani has been translated in more than half a dozen local languages and about 24 international languages. So don't sit here and give bhashan to the BJP. हमने जितना सिखों के लिए किया है, आप कभी सोच भी नहीं सकते. Your heroes are the likes of Gurpatwant Singh Pannu. Your heroes are like the assassinated Hardeep Singh Nijjar. And the audacity of Ilhan Omar, she actually said India has assassinated Hardeep Singh Nijjar. And the likes of Kejriwal were applauding for Ilhan Omar. So shut up and don't lecture me.
Okay, Shyam Prasad Meka, you know, a more constructive argument. Rahul Gandhi is so wrong when he says that we have to struggle or make sure that Sikhs are able to go to Gurdwaras and then wear Kada. You know, you heard that fantastic narration by Arnab Goswami yesterday when he showed his own Kada and said that this is a memory of 1984. irony, died so many deaths when Rahul Gandhi said that you have to make sure that Sikhs can go to Gurdwara. Now I'm going through, I chanced upon a Pew Research study. Now it's not Indian deep state, it's not BJP, it's not RSS, it's not Nagpur Shyam Prasad Meka. Pew Research Center is in United States where Rahul Gandhi is.
Deep state.
No, I'm just clarifying that Pew Research Center is not Nagpur, it is in the United States where Rahul Gandhi is.
So that means you agree that RSS, Nagpur, this is Indian deep state.
That is your argument, that's why. Because that is Rahul Gandhi's argument. In the meeting with Ilhan Omar, Rahul Gandhi said that RSS and BJP have captured everything, nothing is left for us. That's why I clarified. But coming back to the argument I am making on Sikhism, the Pew Research study says that 40% of Sikhs in India visit a Gurdwara every day. 93% of Sikhs are proud of living in Punjab. More importantly, Shyam Prasad Meka, 95% of Sikhs, almost effectively all of the Sikhs are proud to be Indians, and a large chunk say a person who is not proud to be Indian cannot be a Sikh. Who is advising Rahul Gandhi, Shyam Prasad Meka?
See, first point, you pick out a sentence and you want to give it whatever color you want to. Very simple thing is, he was talking about his politics and the issues we are facing in India. He's talking about the different visions the RSS had and the Congress party have. So that's the context in which these things are said. So it's very simple. Simple thing is, since half an hour...
It's not that simple, Shyam Prasad Meka. If a banned terrorist organization finds Rahul Gandhi's ideas in line with what they think about India and India's sovereignty and India's territorial integrity.
This is not fair.
Abhishek, meeting
It's not fair.
No, I'm asking you a question, you answer.
So since half an hour, the debate is focusing on how Rahul Gandhi is anti-India, how Congress party is anti-India, how do we call them names, how do we call them sociopath. This is the debate, right? So where are we doing? So tell me simply.
No, the debate.
Rahul Gandhi is going to act against the interests of India.
No, the debate is.
Every time he visits London or Sweden or Germany or the United States of America.
Okay, you want it to be a little nuanced?
Anti-BJP stand. But he constantly takes an anti-India stand. That is what is bothersome.
Sanju, hold on.
He takes
anti-Manuwadi, undermining the credibility of the Election Commission.
Anti-Manuwadi.
A democratic institution.
You will see it that way.
He has no locus stand.
Anti-Manuwadi.
Anti-RSS stand.
One would have expected an iota of maturity from him. But alas, that is not happening. Rahul Gandhi is a repeat offender. He tells the United States that a large chunk of democracy is coming undone in India. What would you call that statement? Is it not an anti-national statement, Shyam Prasad Meka? Do you want me to applaud Rahul Gandhi for that?
No. Sanjuji, I call that statement as an attack on the Manuwadi RSS elements in this country, which are the...
Okay, Manuwadi.
Television and abuse Narendra Modi.
Okay. Just, Aditi, can you help? Sanju, hold on. I chanced upon this just in the morning. Sanju, hold on. Bear with me. This is a Congress party ad of 1984. This is posted by Indian History Picks. Now, I need to show this. It is against casteism. You are saying Rahul Gandhi is fighting against Manuwad. Look at the Congress party's position in 1984. Look. It says, will your destiny be decided by your birth instead of your merit? Right? Congress party's ad. India could be your vote away from equality or bondage. This is the same Congress party, Shyam Prasad Meka, which you represent, which said once, na jaat pe, na paat pe, mohar lagegi haath pe. What has happened to the Congress party, I wonder? Shyam Prasad Meka, you are saying it is against Manuwad, from Jawaharlal Nehru to Indira Gandhi, from Indira Gandhi to Rajiv Gandhi. His longest speech of his career was against casteism, injection of casteism in Indian politics when he spoke against Mandal Commission. And you are saying Rahul Gandhi is talking against Manuwad?
Yes, he is. See, we Congress party is standing against the caste since long. See, even before the independence. But today, the caste simply refuses to go away. It has inflicted.
So you are making a virtue out of a difficult necessity and the necessity of coming back to power.
Rahul Gandhi ki jati batao pehle. What is Rahul Gandhi's caste? Shyam Prasad Nikka, what is Rahul Gandhi's caste?
Okay, no, Sanju, since we don't agree with this kind of injection of casteist poison, that's not, I will not allow this on the debate. Let's not get into it. Sanju, but because Shyam Prasad Meka says we are unnecessarily calling Congress and Rahul Gandhi anti-India just because he made some comments and we are quoting out of context, let me just quote him. Let's make it a little more nuanced. And Professor Nalapat, if you could come on this. You see, look at what Rahul Gandhi has said on the Congress party. I am taking away the Ladakh part for a bit because I want a constructive debate. Please join in. Now, look at this, what he has said. On the issue of economy, if you look today, China is dominating global production. Gandhi remarked, attributing this shift to how the West, including India, has given up on the idea of production. It is not acceptable that India simply says, okay, manufacturing is going to be the preserve of the Chinese or the Vietnamese or the Bangladeshis. If we carry on down this path of forgetting about manufacturing, you are going to see massive social problems coming in India and in United States and Europe. He's saying essentially that we missed the manufacturing bus, which is to be blamed on the BJP or Narendra Modi. Now listen, Shyam Prasad Meka, I'm making it nuanced. Shyam Prasad Meka, Professor Nalapat, you know Raghuram Rajan Shyam Prasad Meka? He is not from Nagpur, right? Raghuram Rajan last heard never been to Nagpur, the headquarters of RSS. He has recently written a book called Breaking the Mold, Reimagining India, in which he's saying India diverged long ago from the standard model of development, the one followed by China. From agriculture to low-skilled manufacturing, then to high-skilled manufacturing, and finally services, by leapfrogging intermediate steps. India must not turn back now. Rahul Gandhi would listen to Raghuram Rajan or not? Raghuram Rajan is saying, let's not go to the manufacturing path. Let's go into high-end services. That's Raghuram Rajan's advice in his latest book. Shyam Prasad Meka.
Please allow me to have
Yes, Professor Madhav Nalapat. Professor Madhav Nalapat. You know this is what. Shyam Prasad Meka. Let Madhav Nalapat come on this. Professor Nalapat. You know, for majority part of India's post-independence history, it's the leftist economists, the communist Marxist economists who were guiding India's economic destiny. When they messed it up, they said, oh, this is Hindu rate of growth. What has Hindu rate of growth to do with Marxist economists leading India's planning commission? Similarly now, Raghuram Rajan says, we have missed the manufacturing bus. You missed the manufacturing bus because the Congress was in power for most of the time. We missed the manufacturing bus because the license quota permit Raj.
Yeah, allow me to say, that this is an ironic thing to say now, in 2024, because there is a visible desire to decouple from China. In about 3 or 4 years' time, you're going to see that present wave of decoupling. It's already going on.
Yeah.
Many companies are going to Vietnam. Some are coming to India. More could come there. They're going all across the world. Some are returning to the United States. A lot of them are going to Mexico. But the reality is that it's an ironic thing to say that China is the manufacturing hub of the world, just when it is the aggressive behavior of Xi Jinping, frankly, that has made people realize it is better to decouple from China. So it's a really odd thing to say, if I may say so, Abhishek. And secondly, one is disappointed when some politicians talk about Janayu and sacred thread and things like that. Because according to the Vedas, everyone is born equally. And then through duty and through work, you acquire some
we are
other
not
situation.
sitting here
But everyone is born equally. I would say caste by birth
religious
is
stuff.
evil.
We
It's a
talk
total
about constitution.
evil. And
Constitution.
please allow me to say. Do you
Professor Nalapat, quickly, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Professor Nalapat, 30 seconds. I have to give time to Shyam Prasad Meka once.
Talk about constitution, no.
I'll come to you, Shyam Prasad Meka. I'll come to you, Shyam Prasad Meka.
Having a Janayu, who was that? It is not me. It is not you.
Of course. Where was the anti-Manuvat crusade, Shyam Prasad Meka, when Rahul Gandhi said he is a Janeudari Hindu, or Ranjit Surjewala said on behalf of Rahul Gandhi?
See, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's part of the dress. I don't care who wears what thread in their.
Your leader, Rahul Gandhi. You don't care about anyone else, but Rahul Gandhi is your leader.
No, he can wear whatever he wants. That's not my problem. My problem is his politics. My contention is about the ideas that he brings to the table. I am happy with that. He is playing by the constitution.
If you are concerned about the ideas, Shyam Prasad Meka, that Rahul Gandhi brings on the table, then you should be concerned that these are dangerous ideas. You cannot have ideas. You cannot have ideas, Shyam Prasad Meka, which make you aligned in your thoughts with Sikhs for Justice, which is a proscribed, banned, designated terrorist organization. You cannot have ideas in which you are comfortable with Ilhan Omar. I have run out of time. I have run out of time. I am sorry I have run out of time. Shyam Prasad Meka, wish you could do a stronger, stouter defense of Rahul Gandhi. Unfortunately, you can't, because Rahul Gandhi is on a weak wicket. He's spouting ideas, as he often does on his foreign trips abroad, in which he's creating a very bad impression about India in the Committee of Nations. It's not done. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, or your minders, they have to understand that this is a different India. This is an aspirational India, and we think positive. Hopefully you and your team would get that message. To all the panelists tonight, and of course all the viewers and friends who joined in, thanks so much for watching. Arnab Goswami is back tomorrow 8 p.m. with Super Primetime Max.